What is going on, my nieces and nephews? Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Fun Uncle on the LADZ City Network. This is my last episode of the year, and boy, oh boy, do I have it chocked full of content geared around sports in NFTs. That's right, my b-ball, basketball, slam dunk, grand slam, Super Bowl champions are getting into the NFT game. And if that sounds good to you, then stick around for the rest of this episode. That is right, left, center, up, and down. We have some awesome NFTs entering the space. Adidas is leading the charge with these holographic Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs that look slick. They really put in time to make these look super cool. Cutting edge 3D stuff here, and they were also good enough to give us a little video content to play back. Looks like this. I know, isn't that super sick? Look at that. Adidas is hooking us up with some cool NFTs, and they went all out, and you better believe they sold out of these things. Fresh, hot, and now. The whole reason I'm bringing this up, I know they're sold out, and if you want to get one, you're going to pay loan shark prices to get one. But the whole conversation I'm having here is this is still an emerging market. This is still the cutting edge where it's sports brands are getting in on it. And I see this is just the first step in a whole escalator of stairs that take us to the moon in the NFT space. And Adidas is leading the charge. You can get one of these on Opensea for an arm and a leg if you're crazy. $3,500 to get this bad boy here. With G Money, and who else is being featured on it? Oh yeah, and Courtney, our girl Courtney. Let's go Adidas, Courtney. Holla. Adidas sold more than $22 million in NFTs. A few snags along the way. Who gives a crap? They made $22 million in a day. This is so crazy. I actually did the math on this. So they make 2.4 billion euros a year. That's what they made last year. And I then divided that by 365. It came out to 6.5 million euros in a year. So they made almost almost four times their daily revenue just by releasing some digital goods, which tells me that people are more interested in these digital assets than like shoes that you can actually wear, like shoes that you can use to walk on. People are more interested in the digital token than they are in protecting their own feet. I went as far as to look at collector's items, like what are the most expensive Adidas being sold for right now, and it's nowhere close. I mean, this is an outlier right here. Someone's just being a jerk selling these shoes for $10,000. But in comparison, if we do across the median of all these, they're selling for about $700 to $1,000 for their most premium collector shoes, and then compare that to the almost $3,500 for one of these digital collectibles. I got to make sure I'm doing this. I got to check in with my chat over here. What is going on? Hash Rhymes, as always, thank you so much. You're the heart and soul of LADZ City, and I appreciate you to the end and back. I hope you're having an amazing holiday. Nifty Q, always the godfather of LADZ City. I'm humbled by your presence. Thank you for being here. Chris Cozione, I'm saying that right? Cozleone. Yeah, you're in the mafia, right? Tell me, are you from Chicago? Deep dish pizzas? You can tell me, bud. It's all right. Secrets here with your fun uncle, man. I'm just smoking cigars and hanging out. I ain't the cops. I'm not wearing a wire, but make sure to talk clearly into my shirt, Chris. Hey, thank you so much. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. I have so much information we need to cover today in this episode. That's why I was just dumping right into it. Diggity-riggity dump style into the news. But Adidas wasn't the only player in the game. You probably already heard about this. Nike swooshed its way right into Wrecked. They have acquired a NFT shoe company to, of course, make some NFT Nike branded shoes for your avatar in the metaverse, which I think is a step in a maybe better direction than the way Adidas took it. Adidas just went for the trading card tokenomics of it. They were the first of the game, so congratulations to you, Adidas. I don't want to downplay your success so far in the NFT shoe space, although I think Nike is going to take it to a more appropriate level in that we will be interacting in the metaverse. There will be, the metaverse is the long-term NFT gaming space, the interactability. It's like the world's lobby, the lobby of the world. If you ever watch Ready Player One, they called it the Oasis, the Matrix, you name it. That will be where we are hanging out and probably even working our full-time jobs some point in the crazy unimaginable future that awaits for us. And you could be wearing some Nike branded shoes in the metaverse, and I think that's the path they are taking here. And what's more is I also looked up the collectibles for Nikes, and they are really slam dunk in the collectible space. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? They are up and down the court with these shoes. God, I got nothing right now. It's the holiday season. I'm just thirsting for some eggnog and some holiday tunes and my comfy PJs. Just, open up presents, white elephant style, with the family you're given and the family you choose. It is the holiday seasons, people. So make sure you are living it up. Life is short. Make the most of the moment. But to get back on topic here, these shoes are these collectible shoes. I would say Nikes are the collectible shoe. You know, these are selling for gangbuster prices. And so whenever you think about, oh, wow, what would happen if they actually launch an NFT? Well, I think they will circumnavigate the prices that Adidas are selling for. And so when they finally do come out with these Nike's collectibles, I would say swoosh some up as soon as you freaking can. Am I right, Chris? Am I right? Hey, yeah, thank you so much. Art Start Now. And now I'm right into Fun Uncle. I got a vacation coming up for me this holiday season. Let's see if I make it through alive. Hey, but let's get back at it. Today's episode is all about sports. All right, so sports NFTs, and that's why next up I've got the Denver Broncos released a collectible NFT for their game that they had, and I said this is another awesome, positive step forward in the space. I think all of our tickets will be NFTs, maybe in the short term, next 2-3 years. The concerts you go to will be NFTs. I remember Nifty Q was bringing up the idea that our badges, our key cards to work, could potentially be an NFT as well. And so, yeah, I mean, my plane ticket, you name it. Instead of having some thin little piece of cardboard or some QR code that you can easily, right-click, JPEG, save, and use, that's why QR codes are not truly the secure path that we want forward. I even remember I got some NHL hockey tickets that came as QR codes, and it said in small print at the bottom, "Please do not screenshot." And I'm like, do I even say that? You're giving people ideas, if they hadn't thought about it before, now they're thinking about doing it. So they're not as secure, those QR codes, and so that's why the Broncos are getting a touchdown dance with these NFT bad boys here. And I think this is a sign of things to come, for those of you who liked collecting your sports tickets as part of your sports memorabilia. This is another positive step forward. Although I'm wondering how you're going to get your favorite sports fan to sign these bad boys. They should have a kind of signature amendment so that you can then import a signature from your favorite player onto these. I think that might be the only barrier left in this NFT space here. Chris, what are we talking about here? Oh, 10K. Oh, making an announcement, partnering with someone in the next few months. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's just there's nothing but good news on the horizon for NFTs in the cryptocurrency space. Oh, wow. Am I about to sneeze? Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, got it. I got it. So I just think there's so much good news coming, even though we have this little bit of doom and gloom with future Black Swan events and something called the Omicron causing a little trouble right now. But it really is just good news. Like Nike is just now getting into it. the NFL is just now getting into it. And most importantly for me, the Seattle Kraken, that's right, my hometown hockey team is getting into the NFT space. They are releasing their own NFTs. This got me super excited because not only are they doing NFT drops, which look like this, they're going to have these little kind of like captain's chest, like deep ocean captain's chest that probably are going to contain other pieces of memorabilia inside of it, which is exciting. But what they're also doing is they're going to finally debut our mascot. And we have spent the entire season without a mascot. And they are going to finally reveal what that mascot looks like. Where it was it? Oh, yeah. The Kraken mascot reveal. So this is super exciting for me. I am a Seattle native. I love the Kraken. I joke with a lot of my friends that the Seattle Kraken might win a Stanley Cup before the Seattle Mariners ever win a World Series. I might be placing that bet in Vegas sometime soon because I feel good. That's how good I feel about the Kraken, and that's how bad I feel about the Mariners. Oh, man. But I'm super stoked on this news. It's riding a wave of sports memorabilia. I love the puns that are happening here in the space. What are we talking about? We got some people chickadee-riggedy chatting it up right now. What are you guys talking about? NFL cards. Keeping them in the pack for now, but the mint process was smooth. Oh, so you don't even know what you have in your pack yet. Oh, that's delicious. Publicity events will be huge. Can get celebs to host their signature event in the metaverse. Oh, thank you for responding to my question. Yeah, so in the metaverse, they will do a digital signature onto your NFTs. Maybe you're hanging them up in your metaverse wall, you know, and then and then it's just a signature that maybe they only have to do one signature, right? Like they only have to sign once, and then they mint that signature 10,000 times. Right, and they could take it even another step forward where, like, this is the 2022 version of their signature, and next year they will have a 2023 version of their signature. I remember an interview with Will Smith where every decade he does a different signature, where he said that, you know, whenever he first started, he would sign Fresh Prince back in the 80s, and then he changed it to Will Smith, and then he changed it to just Will, and now it's like WS with a thing. And he said that, like, whenever he sees his signature somewhere out in the wild, he can tell you which decade he's like, because every decade he changed it. And I think maybe that'll be the new NFT minting process for some of these celebrities and some of these sports enthusiasts would be like, yeah, this is the 2022 edition of my signature. I will only be releasing 10,000 mints of it, and you can pair it with any NFL memorabilia that you want. That's pretty exciting. I think it's a cool idea, Randy. Thank you for enlightening my mind grapes with that delicious, delectable piece of information. You have stimulated my grapes in such a way that I might be pressing a wine soon. Who knows? But I know who will be pressing his board on the half pipe soon is our main man, Tony Hawk. Going back to the sports theme here, where Tony Hawk is releasing some NFTs. You can grind on my half pipe, dude. He's got his last trick NFL collection to commemorate his career and signature moves. Yeah, dude, blades up, man. I remember playing Tony Hawk back in the N64 days. Woo, man, is a legend, and I know that there will be a lot of nostalgic millennials my age that will want to scoop these up and do a Japan Air, maybe oh, great. This is gonna be a good episode. I'm trying to make it through this. That next up here is the soccer. Man, I think that the European team, soccer specifically, does not have as much red tape as American teams. So they have seriously blown through and are leading the charge, and America is behind the curve, behind the 8 ball on this. But the Premier League, soccer, football, depending on where you're from, they have already got trading cards out. They are, English Soccer Club says that crypto and NFTs can change the game. I'm with you. They are, I cannot wait until we have individual trading cards for our favorite players. I would love to get a DK Metcalf card, and I wonder if they will maybe go back in time and I can get a Cam Chancellor. Ooh, how sweet would that be? Get a Cam Chancellor NFT. I'd love to get his signature, as his digital metaverse signature on my digital NFT collectible in the metaverse while I'm wearing some Nike shoes and What else? Would I be wearing a Supreme shirt? I think it's only a matter of time before Supreme starts releasing an NFTs. So, and Easy Crypto is in the Who's house. What's up, my dude? Thanks, dude. Thanks for coming out. Shaka Nar, dude. Fucking hanging out with you, dude. It's good to see you. Our world traveler, you are in the cartel. So we've got Chris is in the Italian mafia of NFTs, and our boy Easy is in the Medellin cartel of NFTs. And so, I'm just your uncle, man. Don't talk clearly into the wire in my shirt, all right? I'm just an uncle hanging out with my friends, talking about cryptocurrency news and more. I think I have one more story here. Oh, you know what? This is when we switch gears fully out of our sports theme segment, and we start talking about the general NFT news in the space. We start off, of course, by talking about Google Trends. These are the highest Google searches in the last 12 months. You know, let's go in for the last 5 years. How are we doing? Yeah, look at that. We are going parabolic as far as Google searches for NFTs, and Google is even speculating that in the coming weeks we will go one leg higher as far as Google searches and Google mentions are concerned. This is absolutely crazy, my friendos. And it's just more signs that I think we are just so bullish in this space, and 2022 will be a supersonic year for us. NFTs are now worth more than Nissan and Domino's Pizza. Come on. What else? Come on. I don't even know what to say there. You know, the millennials and Gen Zs are planning to spend thousands on cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and Metaverse lands as holiday gifts. So what I'm hearing here is that we're flush with cash. And we would rather have, because millennials and Gen Zs were born with computers in their laps. The digital space is where they do their virtue signaling and majority of their human interactions. And so when it comes to not only the store of value, but also like virtue signaling amongst our peers and potential sexual partners, we want to show off our Supreme shirts and our Nike shoes. And so millennials and Gen Zs are just dumping their cash into NFTs. And people are speculating that it's a combination of the stimulus checks that all these millennials and Gen Zs got flushed with cash this year from unemployment and stimulus checks, and also they paused student loan debt. So what was really holding back millennials and Gen Zs the most was the hundreds of thousands of dollars per person and crippling student loan debt that they didn't have to pay back this year. And the other thing that I'm seeing a lot on TikTok are mostly Gen Zs who are saying, hey, what's the fucking point? Like, the world's ending. Like, we're all going to die soon. There's an asteroid that might be colliding with Earth in like a year, and COVID and Omicron. So like, YOLO, why am I saving any money when I could be yeeting it into the metaverse right now where all my friends are hanging out and playing Call of Duty and whatever. And so not to get a little too dark there, but that's why all this money is just pumping in, because Gen Zs are like, there is no future, live in the moment, like we all could die tomorrow kind of mentality. And millennials are just now starting to make money, and they don't have to pay back their student loans, and the government is printing money like a fucking madman. And so I keep swearing, God, I'm sorry, it's my last episode of the year, and I'm a little sailor potty mouth here. I was raised by Navy men. And so my grandfather was in the Navy. My father was in the Navy. I have a potty mouth because I was raised by a bunch of pirates, and here I am. This is what happens when you're raised by pirates. I listen to Jimmy Buffett, and I wear Hawaiian shirts, and my hair's not even gray yet. But Ja Rule is handing out NFTs to his kids for Christmas. Ja, how you doing, man? Ja, you doing all right, man? You're giving NFTs to your kids? You can tell us you're broke and you just blew all your money on NFTs, and now you're like, hey kids, we're getting a pack of smokes Christmas this year because that's all I got in my car. The other one that's really kind of depressing is White Castle is debuting Sliders. The Sliderverse generative art NFT collection is cracking me up. The Sliderverse. I don't even know what to say about this other than this smells like when Kodak released its coin, whenever they changed their name to Kodak Blockchain, and they said they're going to release a coin, their stock price went parabolic as soon as they made that announcement. And so what I'm hearing, what I'm smelling, what's sizzling on the grill right now is that White Castle is facing some serious funding problems. And they're like, guys, fucking Hail Mary, last ditch effort into the end zone. Let's just go right in. No one's eating our crappy sandwiches. Let's just come up with something. Come on, we gotta. Yeah, that. I know the Sliderverse easy. I know this is messed up, man. But you know what's more messed up? Are their hamburgers. Those are really messed up tasting. They're disgusting. And that's what not many people get about Harold and Kumar go to White Castle is why would they go to White Castle? Those are the nastiest sandwiches ever. And then for them to be sitting there at the ending just like, oh, it's so good. Like, how much money did White Castle pay them to say that? It actually, once you eat a sandwich at White Castle, it makes the movie funnier. It makes you realize how funny that movie is. You're like, oh, that's why because these are horrible, and they're probably horrible for you. Maybe we could pinpoint all gastrointestinal cancers back to White Castle. Allegedly, I feel like I'm about to get a White Castle lawyer on my ass. But you should look into their metaverse stuff. Maybe that'll be better than the sandwiches, huh? Do you like that, White Castle? Saved it. Maybe you should buy some of their NFTs while supplies last. Oh, googity. This is my last episode, I think, period. Because the White Castle people are going to come knocking. Yeah, Pepsi's in it. Budweiser's in it. We've got, Nike is getting in there. Adidas is getting in there. We're going to have all the football tickets and hockey tickets and baseball tickets and basketball tickets and concert tickets. And the Congressional Medal of Honor will be an NFT. And you name it. They're all going to be NFTs. Your college degree will be an NFT. Am I done yet? No, not even close. Your homework, and I'm gonna keep naming things. What else I have here? Your credit cards and your diabetes medication. All of them will be NFTs in the future. You can't stop me, guys. I'm on a roll over here. But you know who's not on a roll is my poor folks over at SNL. They're having to cut the live audience last night. I am super bumskeed about that. They are freaking out. New York as a whole is kind of freaking out about this, and for good reason. The Omicron virus is surging. There's fear of a black swan event potentially, which is kind of nerve-wracking, and so people are hesitant on the markets in general. However, I'm a firm believer that the shape-shifting lizard elite are controlling things. They are the ones who run it all, from the stock market to real estate to blockchain to how you feel about the election. Those shape-shifting lizard elites did 9/11, and they are controlling the market too. And they want a good Christmas. They want a excellent holiday season for their other shape-shifting lizard children's and etceteras and reptilian friends and family. And so they're going to make sure we're going to have a good Christmas and New Year's. And then in the first quarter of next year, they will have a Black Swan event. You can't have two Black Swan events in 1 month. We had that dibbity dump earlier in the month, if you guys remember that, when Bitcoin dropped to 42,000. I think that was a local bottom. We're going to do a little bit of sideways crab trading until who knows what. The other one I wanted to talk about is how the NFL is trying to postpone some of their games. They had to move 3 games that were slated for this weekend, and they're juggling schedules. Just they're so afraid of the Omicron virus. And our COVID numbers are peaking right now. Almost 1 million people in America have died from it. And there still is a large majority of the population refusing to get vaccines for one reason or another. And so this is not going away. It's actually getting worse, and it's mutating. And so I go back to my Gen Z conversation about how the world is ending and how, YOLO, yeet your paychecks into whatever makes you happy. And so there's a lot of that conversation going on, but I want to put a little bit of sugar on this margarita. I don't want it to be completely sour, because let's talk about the 4th stimulus check that's coming out, okay? So the U.S. government is lining people's pockets with more money this Christmas. I read that there is $6,300 in cash being sent out to hundreds in Atlanta. eligible households are getting, between $600 and $1,100. California is sending out almost $800,000 checks, and so on and so forth. And so this just tells me that, we are going to have another influx in money printer money that will shoot the price of cryptocurrencies up once again. And so I go back to my premise of, yes, we will have a major dip. Yes, we will have a bear market pending. However, the shape-shifting lizard elite that planned 9/11, they're going to make sure that our pockets are lined with cash and the markets continue to boom until somewhere around mid-third quarter or so. And it's actually, they're not sending out as many checks easy. They're not sending out as many checks as they were before, but there are, like, if you have a kid, you're going to get one. I'm pretty sure of the rules. Or if you are under a certain income level, you're going to get one. And if you file for unemployment, you're going to get one. And so it's very, very specific this time around. But the real message you should take from this is that they're printing money again and they're giving it to Americans. And so that means the stock market will continue to float up for a couple more weeks or months here. And it'll be sometime around tax something. I'm also thinking, so the Federal Reserve had their meeting on the 13th where they talked about what they're going to do with interest rates, and they said they're not going to do anything. And so I'm eyeballing the next announcement. So I'm pretty confident that if they have another announcement like that in January, that's when we will see a dump like that. There will be a dump whenever they say that there's going to be a congressional hearing, and then on the day of the congressional hearing, they're going to have some negative news that will cause the price to dump even further. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I think we might have a short-term rally through the new year, and as soon as we have some kind of Federal Reserve announcement hit the calendar, then we will have a corresponding dump. It's really hard to say, It's really hard to say. Maybe $42,000 is the bottom, And so whenever this bad news comes out, right now we're floating around, what is it? Like 49 something, 48,000. Let me pull it up here. Yeah. So we're going to keep bouncing around these levels, maybe as high as 48,000 through the New Year's. And then whenever that bad news comes out, that's when we will start trading around the $42,000 level. So we've got maybe another month or so of like positive trend trading. But the way things are going, this just looks like a bunch of retail traders are, pumping and dumping the price, playing off the crab market. So they sell here and they buy here and they sell here and they buy here and they sell here and they buy here. So they're making money on the way down, these retail traders. But we need big money investors like spikes like this to come in before we're going to have any kind of trend movement. See, just look at how low the volume is here. So you can tell that these are just small players. And we want some of those big guns in here making moves before we see any kind of upside. So it's going to be retail investors, stimulus check stuff, blah, 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 blah for the next month or so. But hey, that's showbiz, guys. That's how it goes. I'm hoping for the best. But Omicron, what you going to do, guys? Also, the stock market's at the highest levels it's ever been. People were buying houses that were hundreds of thousands of dollars overpriced. And so... And then, Berkshire Hathaway is sold so much that they have like $100 billion of cash on hand. Elon Musk has sold tens of billions of dollars worth of his Tesla stock. And he's turned it into like a Twitter game too, as he's trying to avoid potential stock market losses. Like he was going to sell anyways, but now he's making us think that it was our idea that he should sell. It's a very interesting conversation what Elon Musk is doing. He's playing us. He's playing us like a swift game of chess. And all I got to say is queens can move all directions, y'all. I got nothing. All I really have is a fun conversation in the LADZ City Lounge. That's the next segment here where I talk about all things LADZ City. Most importantly, we want to talk about the YouTube page, which if you're watching this, you are already deep in the YouTube page. You are a subscriber. You're liking the content. Thank you so much for watching the YouTube page. But that's not all LADZ City has to offer is this awesome Discord. This is it. This is really where you want to be, is in the Discord here, where we have a whole bunch of like-minded NFT and cryptocurrency enthusiasts just like yourself dropping alpha content, discussing the changes in the market in real time. And that's where you can hang out with me, your neighborhood fun uncle in LADZ City here in the Discord. Hit me up in the DMs. I want to talk to you guys in real time, especially over the break while I'm not doing any fun uncle episodes. I would love to chickadee chat with y'all. But a thing I do in the background is I'm just skimming through all the different channels, just keeping my eye on who's participating and who's not, who just says hello and who actually says engaging stuff in the chat during our events and during the main page and on the YouTubes and et cetera, et cetera. And so I go through, I slave over this. So I pick the person who I think is the most LADZ City lad or ladette of them all in the space, who has been the most encouraging, enthusiastic, and contributing member of the LADZ City Discord space. And I'd like to give him a little shout out on the show. I'm going to airdrop him some tokens in the Discord. And this week's winner is no other than Mushashi13. Yeah, thank you. Ooh, thank you so much, Mushashi, for being the LADZ City Lad of the Week. Thank you for contributing always to the page, and thank you for being you. Thank you so much for being you in all ways that you are being you. And I have the Crypto Buffalo in my chat right now. Is this real life? What is this? Is this really Crypto Buffalo? Oh my gosh, he is the man, the myth, the legend. He is the backbone of LADZ City, who is on a much deserved winter break, and I'm excited to have you in the chat here, dude. What's that cold emoji mean? Is that were you responding to my my topics about how the world is ending and COVID and stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about? You let me know later. I know there's a little bit of delay here, but it's good to see you, man. Thanks so much for coming out here, and also thank you, Mushashi13, for being our LADZ City Lad of the Week. You're the best. As soon as the show's over, I'm gonna hit you up in the Discord. And also, if you want to be the winner of LADZ City Lad of the Week, then do what Mushashi's doing, be hanging out and saying what's up and saying an encouraging thing and dropping alpha in the Discord, showing up for events, and also just being a fun-loving human being. And you may win the LADZ City Lad of the Week. That's all I gotta say about that. Thank you so much, Mushashi. And the last thing I wanted to talk about today was my friends at Art Start Now. We got together on Thursday and we're just recording stuff. We're just being us. And so there was this video clip that Lola took a bunch of the raw footage of us just joking around and cut it together into this fun little video that I have to share with you. I think it's hilarious. It goes a little like this. These
vlogs are just like slices of my life.
Say that.
Oh, yeah. Boy, do you have a hood?
The hood now.
Do you have a hood to wear?
Use the blanket.
Just use the blanket. Use the blanket, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Swag.
Let's go. Welcome to Art Start Now. Here with Gift Swag Dead, Whoa Swag Boy, and I'm Lola Swag Menthol.
Swag.
Thank you so much for joining us. I want to show you a bit of my swaggy life in the NFT community as an artist in the NFT community, just to show you my journey so far. And I want you to join me. So
swag.
Let's fucking go. Enjoy. Swag.
Swag.
Best one yet. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's go.
This on some like. Oh, is it gonna?
Swag.
Damn, that's fire. That's right. The Art Start Now crew is a show here on the LADZ City Network, 1 p.m. on Saturdays. You can check out more content from them. We do have episodes that will be dropping on Christmas and on New Year's. Those are pre-recorded episodes that we will be dropping on those dates. So make sure to tune in for that exclusive content you will only see here on the LADZ City YouTube page. But I want to share that with you because that was just us. That was just raw, unfiltered us. That was then edited in a maybe a filtered kind of way. But that was us just being us, and you get to see a little bit of our personality there. And so I felt like I had to share that because that was just a video clip for Lola's blog. And so we said, hey, let's shoot something so that you can have like a front piece for these blog entries and video blog entries that she does across all of her social medias. And I would encourage you to check her out. That's something I should have had front loaded here, was all of her socials. So you can check out Lola Menthol. She is so much fun on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. She is constantly like vlogging her journey as she is bouncing between New York and LA being an NFT artist. And so please follow her on Instagram. You get to see her journey, you know. And oh, here it is. Yeah, her playing a little segment of the Art Start Now crew. And so super fun. I just want to make sure I shouted her out in a big way. She is an NFT artist. She is a singer. She's a model. And I don't know what else she can't do. She can do it all, you know. Maybe there's a shorter list of things she can't do. She can't ice skate, you know. How about I don't know. She probably can ice skate. I don't know. She's gonna hit me up and be like, "I fucking so can ice skate, you jerk." I'm like, damn, I'm iced. I'm cold. I got the cold shoulder on that. But that's all I had for you guys today on this episode of Fun Uncle. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. I wish you all the best. I will wish you an awesome holiday, and I hope that everyone surrounds themselves with those you love, whether it's the family you're given, most importantly the family you choose. And yeah, drink some eggnog, play some video games. I might be playing Cyberpunk 2077. That's a dream I have on the horizon in the future for me. And I hope you all do the same. Do something that brings you joy, but also relaxes those bones that have worked so hard this year. Not only was work hard, but we had the stress of COVID, Omicron, and potential Black Swan events weighing on us every single day. And so I want to remind everybody that life is short. You only live once. You could get hit by a bus tomorrow. So make sure you are just wrapped up in a blanket, rewatching Die Hard with some eggnog with Bailey's in it. And I love you guys. I love you all. A big kind of uncle hug to my nieces and nephews here in a very plutonic way. I'm just the fun uncle. I'm not part of the family, but I get invited to Thanksgiving because I'm loud and obnoxious, and everyone kind of likes that. That's who Fun Uncle is. That's the vibe I want to give off, is the person you invite to your Seder dinner. He's not necessarily Jewish, but he's fun to have over on Jewish holidays and Hanukkah. I'll come to your Kwanzaa event because I'm just a fun uncle. I'm going to be at the Jimmy Buffett concert with my hands up and some coconut rum and some pineapple juice. And I'm also listening to Tech 9. But thank you so much, Hash Rhymes. ADS Cantu, thank you so much for being here. Also to Mushashi13, being our LADZ City Lad of the Week. Crypto Buffalo, Easy, Chris, our mafiosa, Randy, thank you for being here. And Nifty Q, as always. Hey, everybody, I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, and I wish you all the best. Be well, everybody. Be well.